This is JB Buyer with Time to Pivot, and I'm doing another beta test for a company called getpriced.co. So I'm on their lovely green landing page, and it just simply is a site that you can generate what would you pay for scenarios or hypotheticals. So I think this is a really good idea because a lot of startups have no idea what someone would pay for their product. And without doing some groundwork or customer development and getting in front of clients to potentially ask them out in the field what would they pay, this is another data collection bucket to at least get a bottom line wholesale price. So I think it's a good idea to at least kind of draw a circle around what they're doing. So let's say you're out there and you have a SaaS that you want to present. You could start a campaign with this getpriced.co and at least get some minimum bids to get a minimum price for your minimum viable product. So I'm going to do a test. One application I'm looking for is to do custom thumbnails for my YouTube channel, and I can't seem to find anything because it only gives you 3 when you're uploading the videos. So that's what I'm kind of wanting to get a price on, and I'll see if anybody else has that. But here's a little bit how it looks. So getprice.co is doing a slash, I guess it would be a page, and then they're giving you a URL that shows up on Twitter. So I'll go ahead and show you the Twitter as soon as it goes through. It's giving you a hashtag, getpriced, and then the ability to describe what the product you think people would pay for. In this case, it's an application that I'm looking for. And you can actually do the mention sign or @ sign, and this is going directly to YouTube. So if you're actually marketing to somebody, it would be a great way to form a relationship. So this is actually a pretty good marketing tool, as well as a customer development tool to get minimum pricing or maximum pricing or a range. So I'll go ahead and fire this out and we'll see what it looks like. Hold on one sec here. Let's see how easy this is to do. So I would, YouTube thumbnail app that allows me to customize and upload my own YouTube site. I would pay $200 for that. So I'm going to go ahead and will you pay? Reasons, users. Let me just go ahead and tweet this out and see what it looks like. So as you're looking at it, that's what the tweet is going to look like. It's got a mention to YouTube, and then it gives the value statement. This is what I'm offering or I would pay, and then it'll create a link. So I'll go ahead and tweet this out. So while I'm waiting for this to happen, I heard an excellent podcast from Rob and Mike Tabor from Startups for the Rest of Us, and they were actually discussing SaaS pricing for micropreneurial ventures and applications. And they're bootstrappers. They do not get venture funding. These two guys, they run micro businesses. But what is interesting to me is they're saying around the minute 27 mark, I cannot think of a single bootstrap company that has ever kept their free plan around. So they're also exploring what is the pricing grid. What do you charge somebody if you have a valuable product? It's really, really difficult without getting the customer feedback. So this podcast does run about 37 minutes, but it can be found at startupsfortherestofus.com, episode 86, and it really is an excellent podcast talking about how they formulate their pricing strategies. So that could go in tandem with this episode of getprice.co. So as I'm looking on this site, I was thinking it would be a great idea to is there a way they could maybe create a supplementary application that helps startups get their price per customer? I mean, how are you going to get these customers? Is it through paid advertisement, SEM, SEO? Are they going to try and get it through viral? I mean, half the companies don't even know the cost of their acquisition or the lifetime value. So I would create some type of calculator to help support this. That would be a really good tandem product to go with this. So let's take a look at Twitter real quick. I'll go to the home page. So here it is. So it's actually putting YouTube on there. I think it was supposed to do a link. For some reason, it's getting hyperlink. That's probably my fault. But they are giving a HTTP link. So here's one that Beta Punch did. So let's just take a look at theirs. So they're creating the page, and this is what it looks like, this getprice.co/BetaPunch widget, which comes back to how many people have actually clicked this link. 271 hits. Wow, that's pretty good. So it's giving a price of $7 a month, and it's giving a viral rank, and 10% would pay. I'm not sure how they calculate that, but this is a really interesting idea. I just would like to see something in addition to that of figuring out the cost of acquisition to go along with this, because I think this is a great way to get a range of how much your product is getting out in the marketplace. So that is this week's beta test on getprice.co. If you want to read more startups like this, come to my blog at timetopivot.com. Thanks.